Go!
Hello, everybody! It has been forever. But we are back. We are the Permanent Way Podcast.
Not some permanent at the moment. University's kicking my ass. I just flunked out of 3 of my exams, but I still have 2 to go. I'm fucked.
It could be worse.
How?
I guess you could flunk all of your exams?
That is certainly a possibility, which I'm not hoping to even remotely entertain. But yes, we've been busy the last few weeks. Well, it has nearly been a month since the last episode. Because of stuff that's going on in our real lives. Because we're not here just to entertain you. We are real living people. As much as I regret it. But... What?
Just don't say stuff like that, please.
I'm not suicidal. I'm just depressed.
Mood.
And people ask me why I'm on Tumblr.
Okay, that was a good one. That was a good one.
I know. But yes, welcome back. To those of you who stayed, thank you for believing in us more than we do in ourselves.
Yes, we very much appreciate it.
Today's topic, Richard the New Engine.
The New Engine. By Carson's Video Workshop. And really, Richard as a whole only exists because of the Video Workshop team.
Awesome as they are. Also,
amen to that.
I have the one episode, the description open, and can I just say, can YouTube kids try to fuck off?
Yeah, I honestly don't know.
On that slight tangent, one of the previous topics mentioned on this illustrious podcast managed to get into the news.
What do you mean?
There's a news article that a mother was concerned because one of Diesel D199's videos was autoplaying on YouTube Kids. To be specific, the one where he made fun of the Thomas Fallout they use and the All Engines Go reboot, in which Thomas says, "I'm going to kill the lot of you." Which, on YouTube...
For the love of God. Why? Why?
Especially when you see the tweet Diesel D199 made. Which...
What does it say?
Look, Mom! I'm in the news! That particular comment had me cat killing more than normally.
So, Diesel D199 made the news. That's one thing we've covered. Here's another thing we're covering. Richard the New Engine by Carson's Video Workshop. One of the most well-loved series in the fandom, despite the fact that it was made by a person who's done some really shitty things.
Oh, let's hear. Let's get to the controversy.
No.
Sad. But alright.
I know I'm no fun.
Yeah, let's get on to it. So, how are we doing this?
Well, I say we take it episode by episode.
Right. Episode 1. Henry's Bargain. Which is hilariously how Richard came to Sodor, because...
Henry trades a bridge piece for a steam engine.
A bridge piece that is, at most, a sixth, well, maybe a fifth of what of the steam engine's weight, i.e. scrap value, because scrap value is determined by the price of metal per ton. And that bridge section ain't weighing more than 20 ton. Meanwhile, Richard, even in the state he's in, is sure to weigh about 100 to 120 ton. Which just raises the question, why? But
because they could, I guess.
But I digress. Yes, Henry is put on permanent way duties. He said the name of the podcast without saying the name of the podcast.
Despite the fact that this was created before we even created our podcast.
Yes. I'm still sometimes sad that we didn't stick with the mentally ill engines, but oh well.
The 3 mentally ill engines just sends the wrong message, okay?
I mean, that title is also descriptive of what we are.
I suppose.
But yes, Henry's...
Hey, look, Ma, we made it!
What do you mean?
Hey, look, Ma, we made it!
What do you mean?
I just saying we showed up on Carson's channel.
Hey. But anyway, Henry's put on permanent way duties, which leaves the mainline fleet short. One big locomotive.
You can see where this is going.
So, Sir Topham needs a new locomotive. Preferably one which isn't an asshole and can do Henry's work or do the work Henry's assigned at the moment, because Gordon's too busy pulling the express and James is too busy being a vain little bitch. But yes, one of the permanent way duties is replacing a bridge. A steel girder bridge. While taking this to the exchange sidings at Barrow, he sees one of the local diesels shunting a scrap locomotive onto his train and ask about it. It's because we could have this restored. To which he's being said, no, the scrapyard already paid for him, that would be thievery. To which Tumblr Thomas fans say, so what, that's the whole thing.
By Tumblr Thomas fans, you are referring to Hazel of Sodor, our third co-host.
Who is again absent. Yes. Also, Mean Scarlet Deceiver and Joe's World. But yes, I am referring to these three and myself because, yes, Head is a thieving bastard and I love it. But back on topic, meanwhile, in the YouTube Thomas fandom, the Northwestern is a rule-following railway. Boring.
Boring.
So Henry decides to do what we had before money. Bargaining. The bargain is he gets a scrap engine and the diesel gets the old bridge section he was delivering. Which somehow works. Despite the aforementioned weight difference and therefore difference in scrap value. But
yeah, that's a bit beside the point, I want to say. Except it's actually not. It's perfectly reasonable. Damn you for being perfectly reasonable, Warwell.
It's the German mind!
There are so many jokes I want to make about the German mind, but absolutely none of them are appropriate.
Since when has that ever stopped us?
Since I developed a conscience, something you seem to be lacking.
Oh no, I have one. I just ignore it. And I can already Hazel say that explains so much. But then again, she's not here, so she can't say it. But yes, back on topic. So Henry gets a very discounted wreck of a steam locomotive, which he takes to Crovens Gate, because they're magic workers there. But, and Sir Topham Hatt appreciates him doing this and giving him something to explain and a new locomotive. The goods outweigh the bads. Would you like to take the next episode?
Sure. Let me just pull it up, because as you can probably tell, people, we are flying by the seat of our pants, and we have no effing clue what we're doing.
We're not flying, Tiger. We're scraping along. My ass is already bloody.
Hey, next episode, Stress of the Express. This is the Gordon and Richard episode, in which Gordon, being Gordon, doesn't want to accept help. Now, forgive me if it's been a while since I've last watched this series, but Stress of the Express is basically the Gordon is Gordon episode.
Which is dubious because someone please go watch the Unlucky Tuck's piece on Gordon and his character.
And his channel was terminated.
Yes, he has a new one.
Yeah, also,
where that video.
Unlucky Tug, we are very sorry about that. I know you're never going to find this video, but we wish you well.
Yep. Anyway. Back to Stress with the Express. If you would, Tiger?
So, it's actually been forever since I watched this, my goodness. But Dress of the Express is Gordon being Gordon. He's rude to Richard, he's dismissive of him, and above all, he doesn't want to admit that he needs help. Because he's Gordon. But when Richard actually helps him, Sir Topham Hatt gives Richard a chance with the Express, and it goes surprisingly well. So Gordon just has to deal with the fact that Richard is also going to be pulling the Express.
Which seems reasonable? But then again, that's Gordon we're talking about.
Yeah.
So, basically it's the Gordon being Gordon and being a total dick to everyone else episode. Which is really something we should have expected.
Honestly, I almost want to make an episode about how Gordon's portrayal in the fandom, because it's getting kinda stale. Also, holy shit, our video on the Steamy Awards just surpassed 50 views. Thank you, everybody. Also, we have the exact same number of subscribers as we do who published videos. Yay!
Oh, we got new ones? That's unexpected.
Yep, 6 subscribers and 6 videos.
Well, count me impressed. Because at this point, I'm surprised at my own private channel on which I do rail fanning that I do on opportunities. Some simple things, just stuff I see along my travels. But yes, impressive that we got to 6 subscribers.
Yeah, which, I mean, it's more than 5.
Also, interesting that first episode is our most watched.
Well, that one, I actually got a very polite message from the Blue Snowplow saying he enjoyed it.
And you did not tell any of us?
You don't have access to the Twitter.
Yes. So next time.
But yes, I got a very polite message from the Blue Snowplow saying that he enjoyed the episode.
That's good. At least some positive feedback.
Yes, please leave comments. My goodness.
We would like to know your opinion on the shit we do. Because as much as we enjoy flying by the seats of our pants for this, we would like to improve.
Yes, please.
But back to the current topic, because holy fuck, we're doing those we are inspired by proud.
Oh, yeah.
For those who do not know, this podcast is inspired by the Excellent Engineering Disaster podcast. Well,
there's your problem. So, Warwell, would you like to introduce to trouble maintenance?
Yes! Basically, since Richard is now also on the Express roster, he can't do the maintenance work all the time. So, Sir Topham does the unwise decision and puts it in James' I do not want to say capable hands, because that would be untrue. In both points that they are capable and that he has hands. But yes, James gets assigned permanent way duties. And as everybody who knows him can expect, he's being even more of a whiny little bitch about it.
Naturally.
So,
he causes problems.
Both of them caused problems. Both of them.
Oh, yeah.
Richard by being nice, and James by being an absolute diva. Which results in Richard getting punished.
Yeah, despite the fact that it was partially James's fault.
Yes. But then again, when does that not happen? So, would you mind talking about Reckless Redemption?
As the title implies, geez, this is Richard's redemption story. This is him basically coming out and saying, hey, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do better. So, he foolishly and recklessly, as the title implies, Reckless Redemption, chases down a runaway train.
Terrible idea, I can tell you. You runaway trains are not to be messed with. Take it from me, someone who's studying railway engineering, even though I'm failing. But yes, chasing runaway trains is a terrible idea. Please let the trap points and derailers handle it. But yes, redemption for Richard. So, would you mind going into the more detailed topics of this?
So, Richard the New Engine as a whole is one of the most well-received OCs in the Thomas community's history. Richard is well-liked. He is accepted by the fandom. He fits in very well with... He fits in very, very well with the Thomas universe as a whole.
That he does. That he absolutely does. I can only say, except for that problem with how Richard came to Soda, because, as I've said multiple times already, but economy very well. We might also be soon switching to that because a bank just collapsed.
Oh, yeah.
But jokes about the failures of capitalism aside, it's a nice thought that he could have been saved like that, just not very realistic. Then again, we are not fandom about talking choo-choo trains.
Yeah, I don't think we have room to talk.
Oh, we have room. It's just not that. It's just that nobody acknowledges that we have it. But yes, Richard's a new engine. A very well crafted series.
I wouldn't say perfect because no series is, but it's very tight is how I would describe it. It's tight and it minimizes its flaws. Richard has appeared in a bunch of other works by Carson and by other creators, but those 4 episodes are what make up Richard the New Engine.
In this way, it's a callback to the old style of books where 4 stories make up a book, and so I say it fits in very well with Soda as a whole, just not perfectly. Do we have anything else to talk about?
Not really. This is a pretty short episode because we're talking about a pretty short series.
Yeah, I mean, we only we haven't even made it to the half-hour mark, even with all those tangents I went on.
So, I guess this sets the record for our shortest episode ever.
Yeah, but we always aim to disappoint.
That's one way of putting it.
And a joke. And not only for legal reasons,
but also because we genuinely do care about you guys, and we're doing our best.
Yeah. Our best is just terrible. But, yeah.
That's all we've got for you guys. So,
this is Wardell.
I'm Tigerhawk.
You can find us on Tumblr under the monikers Beer Hater.
Under the monikers you know us by. You can find us on Twitter at WayPermanent. No underscore. And we are the Permanent Way Podcast, cleaning up after the fandom so you don't have to. Peace.
Peace.